Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work. I go. Oh, it's another beautiful day. Driving up to Westville Meats. Turn big pieces of meat into little pieces of meat. We have been busy. You know, I made a joke to my friend the other day that I've been meaning to apologize, to the entire country, because for the last 2 years I have been working to manifest greatness and increased demand and abundance for our businesses, and look what I did. A darn pandemic broke loose. All jokes aside, though, it's been crazy. I think I've been working an average of 80 plus hours a week for the last 7 or 8 weeks, just trying to get product out to people. Really could use some help. If anyone is interested in working at a butcher shop or shadowing me in everything that we do so that I can continue to grow, I would love to build out a more structured, maybe CSA type model with other producers, though, in the Emerald Coast area, so we can get more product with a better infrastructure on the logistics. Home delivery is where everything's moving anyway. We've seen that over the last few years. We're just slow to adopt things down here. Nevertheless, we continue to work to feed America. I do think I've shipped as much in the last 8 weeks as the 3 years before that, though. And I will say, we'll tie it back into what I've talked about before, that despite these grueling days, I feel great. I feel really good physically, and I attribute that to a few things. If we recall the main tenets of caveman: eat, think, breathe, sleep, move, create, be in nature. Breathe is not. It's integrated. But I have been doing sunrise, and in fact, even when I go to bed, I'm not having to set an alarm. I'm waking up. This morning it was like 5:44. I woke up, heard the birds chirping, went down, caught the sun, getting back into the cold tank routine. A little bit in the morning, the cold thermogenesis, getting my electrons excited. And then I bought a red light. It's a Gemba red. It's like a 1 square foot red light panel, like a square. It's got near red, near, far, and mid infrared. And I tell you what, I turn that sucker on, and I've been reading, and I'll get into that. I'll open up my book. I think I average 5 pages, and you feel drowsy, drunk. Let's just fall asleep. It feels so good. I turn off the light. I'm out, sleeping like a rock. It's very important to get our sleep. So, in order to sustain this onslaught of activity, I've been very focused on what I'm feeding my body. Not only food, but the environment. And, of course, what I'm feeding my mind. Clearly, there's a lot of nonsense floating out there. I've been learning a lot. Really encourage you. For anyone that is unsure of what's going on or has an inkling of curiosity, if you carved out the time and listened to all the shows that Brian Rose has put out on London Real, you could not help but have a change of opinion, or at least a strong desire to determine what the truth is regarding all this. I mean, it's a very important time for our entire world. This is happening on a global scale. And as our technology increases, so does what appears to be the demise of our health. But going back, I did the 3-part series. I don't need to belabor the COVID shit right now. Just make yourself aware. Many factors at play. What I'm excited about is not going to cut up 5 hogs. I have been getting into the Hermetic teachings, and I absolutely love it. Hermetic teachings are referring to, it's kind of a combination of two individuals, prophets, if you will. One would be Hermes, the Greek Hermes, and the other is the Egyptian Thoth. And I'll love to expound on it all more later. But the first book I'd recommend is just a little book called the Hermetica. Take this as the Egyptian stylings of what we see in the Tao Te Ching or the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible or anything of that nature. But the way that it's written, first of all, I'm pretty sure it precedes all those other works. But it just makes so much sense for how the world operates, and it dovetails so nicely into what I've been studying the last couple of years with the New Age stuff, of how everything is so important for what you're putting into your mind, and that you have the ability to manifest your own love and happiness. So, very excited about that. This was just a quick update to let you know that we're working quite literally 8 days a week. Can't ship enough meat. Things are growing. Even in times of darkness, there is some light. Times of abundance. And very curious to see what the state of the world and economy is going to look like in the next 3 to 6 months. But in the meantime, enjoy yourself.